like, I feel like it's weaker to not express your emotion. I feel like the hardest thing is someone okay, like, for example, let's talk about admitting guilt, you know? Okay, so there was this time it was the Clemson shoots. So, I was in the process of editing them, and it was just so much. It was photo, video, drone for 8 properties. Like, that was a massive project for me to do, and I was getting through them, and it was about a week and a half in when I came down to the last 2 properties, and I realized, "Oh, shit. I never transferred over the files from my SD card onto my hard drive, and they don't exist anymore because I formatted the cards." And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "They're gone." Like, I have to g like, I was like, "There's no solution to this other than me going back to Clemson and retaking the apartment," you know? And the hardest conversation for me to have was just telling my manager, my boss, like, the person that hired me, like, "Hey, I'm sorry, like, I had a" I don't actually remember what I said,
Mm-hmm.
but it was very difficult for me to say it, admit it. I was like, "I messed up. I'm sorry. Can I go do it again?" They were super understanding about it. They were like, "Yeah, of course. Like, we appreciate you telling us." Because I told them right after I noticed. I was like, "I'm," like, and they were like, "Thank you for telling us as soon as you noticed and being open about it." And they really didn't care. And it worked out well because I bought a new lens and I had that and I was able to, make those photos even better than they would have turned out in the first place. But, in the same way, I feel like me telling them that I messed up was me being strong versus me because I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, okay, I could I don't want them to think I'm bad. I could just go to Clemson, just go into the properties and do it myself, come back and they'll never know. And I'm like, nah, that would have been the weak thing to do in my opinion because you're like, ashamed. And I feel like the strength is to express your feelings because it is a hard thing to do. I was like shaking. I was like, oh my God, I messed up because that's never happened to me before. I felt
Mm-hmm.
like I'd let down a client. They handled it really well. And I feel like my strength was, communicating.
So, as you just mentioned, you were shaking, right? In that time period. So, between you noticing and then you calling them, was that
Like 45
45
minutes.
minutes? So, 45 minutes of hella anxiety for
Yeah.
you.
45 minutes of me trying every possible software to get into those SD cards and find those files again. But it was like, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, all right, I just had to accept it.
So, 45 minutes of you trying to go through solutions.
Yeah.
So, this is the part where when you're feeling anxious rather than you talking it out to someone first, immediately you went for solutions.
Yeah. Because I didn't think anyone else would be able to help me find a solution. Because I mean, honestly, there was a problem and there was nothing other than a solution for it, you know?
So
Like,
how mhm.
what else would it be? Like, what else was I supposed to like, what would you do?
Fair enough. Um, you can't really talk it out with someone, or I guess I still would, to be honest, to see brainstorm ideas. What software do you know about that I don't, or something like
I just
that?
Googled it.
Fair
I
enough.
put it in ChatGPT. I was like,
Honestly,
"Hey, this is what happened, and what can I do?" And it gave me a list of things to try. I tried all of them, and I'm like, "All right." And I
fair.
feel like if I would have called someone and asked, "Hey, I did this," they would have literally said, "Did you ask chat what to do?" I feel like my
Mm,
friends would have just said that.
yeah. So how would you know a situation? How would you distinguish a situation where you should just look for solutions versus you should take some time to talk it out with someone?
I feel like if you're what you're trying to find a solution to is very like hardware systematic, something that has a very concrete solution, like this is what you have to do, then you just find the solution. But if your problem is more like emotional or yeah, if your problem is more emotional and like mental or like if you have like the yips, you know what the yips are? Where like a professional athlete, doesn't even know how to throw a ball anymore,
Mm-hmm.
something like that because they're just in their head.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, there is no concrete solution, and the only way to do it is to talk it out. You get what I'm trying to say?
So if the situation involves a tangible or intangible
Yeah, there
harm.
you go. You're better at explaining that than I am.
Thank you. So you talk about in those intangible moments, you go and talk to somebody. Who do you actually talk to when something is heavy?
My mama, mom, she's been around longer than I have. So it's like, who else would I talk to, right?
Fair enough. Why your mom? Other than the fact that she's
Because she's gonna be honest with me. My mom's never gonna be the type of person to be like, "No, it's gonna be okay." She's not like that. She's just gonna be like straight up with me. She'll be like, meet other people. She'll just be straight up,
mm,
no fluff. She'll tell me if something's ass.
okay. So I see where you get that from.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so annoying when she does it too. God, am I like that to other
I know,
people?
right?
Oh shit.
It's really annoying when people are very blunt and honest with you and lack that sense of emotional pandering. No, I'm
Ah,
joking.
shit. Is that what I've been doing?
No. I mean, personally, I know you have no ill will against me. The only
Yeah.
things that you ever say to me are for the sake of betterment or
And
improvement.
that's what my mom does too. I just feel
So,
like sometimes I don't want that. Sometimes I want it like,
yeah,
but
but
like it's like
you
I'm not
want to
gonna
grow.
grow. Exactly.
You want to
I'm not
grow.
gonna grow from
You
that. And
want to chase that
I
glass.
appreciate that.
Okay, my bad.
Bro,
Cut
these
that out.
glasses.
Not you panning the camera right to me when I said that.